Grass.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Rudy Page, and welcome to the final edition of Homeward Bound Jamaica 2021. And I'm so pleased that we have ONIFFE White, who's going to tell us all about ANANSE House. ONIFFE, great to meet you. Great to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's nice to also meet you. Excellent.
Great.
I'm doing good too, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. So tell us a bit about yourself and your background.
Oniffe White. I am originally from Montego Bay, Jamaica, but I now live here in New York City. And I am a writer director. But I prefer to call myself a storyteller more than anything else because I do visual story and now I'm doing audio stories, such as with this Anansi House project. So I made a short film called Echoes of the Winter Sunshine that came out, won the 2020 Black Star Film Festival, and then went on to subsequently be streamed on Stars, if you have the Stars package. And with that, a few things. So I am a former Navy vet, U.S. Navy vet, who was stationed in Okinawa. And I was there for 5 years, speak Japanese fluently, things like that. So I've traveled, I've had a nice, enjoyable, and fun life.
Great.
And now I'm here telling stories.
Excellent. That sounds like a story in itself. So, who and what is Ananse House?
Anansi House is the who is myself, Sharando Farrell, the eclectic and amazing Sharando Farrell, and Dainty Wilson, our producer, who is also special and wonderful. You can see her talents, which you didn't know, on when she did a poem by OLE Ellis, and you can find it on the I'm Back in the Culture Facebook page. So that's the three of us. We come together to provide storytelling in numerous forms and formats for the community, the Jamaican community specifically. But that's the beginning and broadening it beyond that. So that is what Anansi House is, intended to curate the culture through storytelling. Mm-hmm. And so Anansi House will bring you amazing things from wonderful people such as Faye Ellington, Owen Blaka Ellis himself, Oliver Samuels, Amina Blackwood Meeks, who's the for me the best oral storyteller I've ever heard. So so that's what Anansi House is.
Okay, thanks. So how did the idea for this holiday special come about?
I was doing an I'm Back in the Culture show with Faye Ellington. And I was listening to her, and I was just like, and it was for a different thing. I was just like, Faye, I would love to hear her talk about things, because she gave us this, when she was sitting there, she said, Jamaicans, she just out of nowhere, just popped out of nowhere. And she goes, Jamaicans usually got married on Wednesdays. And then they would move that and take the same outfit, same everything, and they would go to church on Sundays and continue the ceremony there. God. And I was just like, whoa, I never heard of this before. She has all this information in her head. I want to know more. And so when the Christmas season was coming about, I was like, okay, time for me to merge all that wonderful knowledge that Faye has and create a Christmas special around the culture and what we do. But more important, it was because of COVID. We were missing, for the last 2 years, we're missing what Christmas was.
Yeah.
And when I spoke to Sharon, I said, we're going to do a Christmas special. And Sharon said, I want old time Jamaican Christmas. And I said, say no more. That's what's in my head. Let's do it. And so we came together and crafted an experience, a 90-minute scripted experience around old time Jamaican Christmas. But more, it's a holiday special.
Yeah. So you've given us a sense of why you wanted to create the show. So what else were the underlying driving forces that you felt that this needed to be out there, given it's Jamaica 60 next year, the theme is reigniting a nation.
When I was a child, the best Christmas I ever had that never matched up was when I was about 7 years old. There was seven, but there was about 6 or 7 of us as kids, and my family. We went downtown. They bought us all these things, and they dressed us up in these Hawaiian shirts and jeans. They cuffed our pant legs with these big cuffs, and we were kids. And the oldest one was 10, and they sent us downtown by ourselves to go have an experience. And from the Starlighters to the jerk chicken, the boil on roast con, to the you name it, all of it. That Christmas, nothing has ever been able to come close to that Christmas experience anywhere from, in America, you name it. And so I wanted to recreate that experience that I felt and how it gave to me. So I wanted to recreate that, but I didn't want it to recreate it in a visual experience because I'm a writer director. I did not want it to interrupt your Christmas. I wanted it to be a part of your Christmas, and radio is the best place. So all you have to do is just turn on the radio and then let it just seep through your holiday experience from beginning to end. So from Christmas to New Year's, I wanted to have that moment. So that's the impetus behind creating this experience, this holiday experience.
And that's why we are pleased Fresh FM Radio London will be carrying this show from next week. So what themes did you want to explore with this holiday special?
Since it's holiday, family, friends, neighbors, all of it. I want to explore community. Well, it meant to come together to be more than just what you are. The individual can be powerful, of course, but the collective experience push forward. Collective security, being able to do something, and you all go, oh, it's around a personal experience such as Christmas. I wanted that theme to come out within the show and within what we have, because we've been missing that touch, that connection, because COVID has pulled that away from us, right?
Absolutely.
So that was
and you're so right. And as I alluded to just now, is that with this is a Christmas special, and we are going to run it in January as well. So that will take us into Jamaica 60, and the theme for Jamaica 60 is reigniting a nation. So it's friends, family getting together, that collective effort, as you said. So it fits neatly, taking us from 21 into 22. Well done to the team, I would say.
It does. Jamaica 60 is going to be an experience, and I can't wait for us to explore, which is Homeward Bound Creative Show and ANANSE House, to explore that Jamaica 60 and what will be coming, and all the amazing things that can come out from celebrating our 60th. So celebrating going into that 60th and that 60th year, it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. So finally, what's next for ANANSE House?
There's a lot of things on the doc, and I'll explain the big objective. So the first would be this show that we have to come out and show you what is coming, and then we have planned next a Easter experience, because Easter is so big for what we do. And since we're storytelling, we're planning on a story for that. And then there is a plan for a theater show, a theater show in New York, and working on bringing it to the UK. And then the big pièce de résistance, the big thing, is the ANANSE House storytelling app. Okay. That is what is the big thing to push things forward. So excellent. That's what's next for us.
So do you know when roughly the app will be available? You got a sense?
Roughly about the summer to the third quarter. Okay. I don't want to give you something buggy, and so we want to make sure that it's specifically refined, and we want to create a different look theme wise. I love my black, green, and gold, and sure we're gonna hint at that. but there's a lot of creative folks that
Mm,
have that, and so when we're creating the world, we want to make sure that it has both the black, green, and gold, but
mm,
it also harkens back to where Anansi himself comes from, which is from the Akan. And so we want to, pay homage to that space also, and the West African roots, specifically the Akan. And even though Anansi is not solely um, uh, of the Akan, just there, he's
mm.
also in Nigeria and
Yes.
other places. It's big in terms of us Jamaicans. It's big with the Akan. So we want to make sure that we go back to those spaces. And by the way, the black, green, and gold is off the Akan, Ashanti Henny, royal family colors. So
Oh,
yeah, that's
oh,
where the black, green, and gold comes from. So
absolutely. And of course, with what we're doing as well, uh, because national hero um, Nani is from that part of the world as well. And then of course it's Ghana's 65th anniversary next year as well. So we have actually got a homeward bound Ghana program as well. So we
oh yeah.
will actually be collaborating with our colleagues in Ghana anyway.
Oh,
So
tell me
bring
about that
it
because
together.
I didn't tell me about that. Tell me a little because
Yeah.
when is
So
that coming?
yeah. So I went to Ghana a few years ago, and obviously went to Cape Coast. Uh, Went through the door of no return, then actually came back through the door of return. So I've been involved in projects in Ghana around uh, educational development. And so with colleagues from Ghana, we've started to work out how we're going to collaborate because of Ghana being 65 next year, Jamaica's 60, and there's a strong link, you know, Marcus Garvey, and then you've got the wider Caribbean connection with between uh, the Caribbean and Ghana. So you've got Trinidad, S.J. Williams, C.L.R. James, George Padmore, and Ghana. Obviously Marcus Garvey and Ghana. So we've got the whole Caribbean family connected. And I just found out from a friend of mine, Trinidadian friend of mine, Ansel Wong, who's been heavily involved in Carnival. And over the years, they've done a lot of Black History Month uh, joint activities with Ghana as well. So we really see it as a fusion of activity. And you'll see in the top right hand corner of my background the international decade for people of African descent. So we're part of all. It's the UN program. So we're part of all of that program as well. So culture is an important element of that program because it's about recognition, justice, and development, and of course culture and development. And that's why we call it the creativity show because we think about the 21st century skills of collaboration, communication, creativity, critical thinking. All these elements are important for the diaspora to collaborate and make progress. So there's a fusion of talents.
True.
Yeah, so we're working with Ghanaian filmmakers as well, just to work out how best we're going to communicate those celebrations to the world next
Now
year.
you say filmmakers.
Yeah.
You're saying filmmakers. Now you speak in my language. So tell me about
I,
that a little bit.
I will connect you with who we're working with, and in fact, he actually opened up the original, the first Homeward Bound Ghana program, and his name is Kwesi Owusu, and
That's
he
your
and,
Worcester.
and a few years ago in the 1980s, he actually opened up a cinema in London. So it's very well known, and I'll send you the link to that dialogue. So I definitely think
Okay.
that you guys should be connected. He's a great filmmaker as well, and he's used his filmmaking skills. One of the big programs we've got coming up in Ghana is around maternal health and early childhood development, and so he's used his filmmaking skills to focus on improvement of maternity services, highlighting the role of the traditional midwife and some of the tensions that take place between the traditional midwife, and then of course we now have, you know, the health system as is, so the challenges around that. So you know, again, the creativity is an important tool for development, and that's really the approach that we'll be taking in Jamaica as well. We're working with August Town and the 5 communities that make up August Town, of course, and that's an important part of the emancipation journey. And our focus is on young people. We say young people need somewhere to go, young people need something to do, young people need someone to show them how. So we're very, very much geared to the development of young people. So yeah, so we look forward to
I like that idea. I like
collaborating.
that. Yeah. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that.
Right. So can you tell us for a bit more in terms of, well, not so much a bit more, but where can people get hold of information about Ananse House? Is there a website? It's, you know, if they want to
Anansi
contact
House's
you.
website and its socials are coming up. We wanted to focus on the show and the
Yeah.
creative side of things. You can go to my Instagram this week coming up. Beginning on Saturday, you will be able to see all of the posts about what, you know, the social media posts about what's coming up, and the adverts that are coming to your to the Fresh FM Radio London
Yeah.
will be released. They were crafted by, like I said, she's very eclectic. She does all the radio, most of the radio voices for Jamaica, and so
Okay.
she's going to be on your radio thing.
Excellent.
But at my ONIFFE White at Instagram and Twitter,
Yeah.
you'll be able to find all of that coming out. And the Anansi House Instagram is available, and it will be releasing information this Saturday.
Excellent. And just to let everybody know that we'll be broadcasting all 90 minutes from Thursday the 30th of December, 6 p.m., Tuesday the 4th of January, 6 p.m., and Thursday the 6th of January at 6 p.m. All the details will be on the Fresh FM Radio London website, which is www.freshfmradiolondon.com. That's www.freshfmradiolondon.com, and we'll make sure that as much information as we can put on the site about Ananse House will be on there. So, Oniffe, great to meet you. Thank you very much, and look forward to meeting you again soon.
Definitely. Thank you very much. This is wonderful talking
Thank you.
and communicating. This was fun. Can't wait to do it again.
Bye.
Thank you.